Right now, society is stepping into the unknown. The world seems as if it's been turned upside down. There is a general consensus of panic that, for me at least, definitely feels overwhelming. For me, it feels like we're being stranded in a body of water. The more you move, the further you sink, hence causing more distress. Yet, if you close your eyes, take some controlled deep breaths, you remain afloat with some ease. This got me thinking back to last year where I went to Germany to visit a good friend. And we went for a sauna experience, which was definitely an experience. I found out when I got there that everyone was meant to be butt naked, and you sort of wander around in these robes in the snow. And we were in this really, really hot sauna, and there was about 30 naked Germans with us, and we were sort of cramped into the corner like this, feeling all English and pruny and very uncomfortable. In that moment, I kind of got super hot, and there was a lady flapping a towel at us, and there was oranges being passed around. And once we got out of the sauna, we went into the snow, and I saw a guy that was sort of walking down a path into this seemed like a little pool. Like, I thought it might be a hot spring or something, so I thought it looked pretty cool. Little did I know, it was the freezing ice, the plunge pool. And I jumped into this plunge pool, and I had a rush of adrenaline. I felt so cold to the bone, and I was just really uncomfortable. And from having that situation, it actually left a very strong imprint on my mind. And throughout the whole experience, that was the one thing that really captured my attention. And that's the one feeling of that whole experience that I do recall and remember. Cold water therapy is nothing new. It's been around for thousands of years. The question may lie in whether the historical evidence actually is backed up by the science, surpassed many scientists' beliefs of the human body's capacity to endure the cold. There is a whole list of science which proves that cold showers have very positive effects on your health, such as weight loss, increased willpower, more of a robust immune system, heightened level of alertness, and a reduction of stress. Regularly taking cold showers imposes a small amount of stress on your body. Therefore, this means your system gradually gets used to handling moderate levels of stress. This is called the hardening process. I knew that taking cold showers was not an easy thing, and therefore I was going to have a methodology that was very simple and yet fairly easy to fall into. I would have the water running at a comfortable temperature, and then every 10 to 20 seconds I would reduce the temperature down 1 or 2 notches. When I began to feel uncomfortable, I would focus on my breaths, and this leads me to the second point: long, slow, deep breaths. This part in particular felt the most similar to meditation. Although I didn't feel very relaxed or very calm, it focused me to try and control my heart rate and my mind. The third point was that I was very specific about when I took my cold showers. I would either take a cold shower in the first thing in the morning or straight after exercise. A few observations that I've made is that in terms of my day, it's focused my day a lot more. It's been that comma, it's been that distraction, which has really helped me timetable my day more clearly and restructure my time. Something that Stephen Fry mentioned earlier this week was about time taking on another dimension. We have to let time expand a lot more within this period of quarantine. I felt like going into the cold water has really given me some clarity within the day, and I've been feeling a lot more confident about just getting on with simple tasks that I have to do. Eventually, after 2 weeks, the cold did become more bearable, and I got more used to, I don't know if my body got more used to it, but mentally I became a lot more prepared for it. and therefore I started to not think of it as something bad and actually see the positives in it. When you feel so refreshed when you wake up from a nap, that was the kind of sensation that I had. Yet I didn't have to go for a nap, I only had to take a 5-minute shower and I felt so much more awake. But it really comes down to mind over matter and the power of will to stay in. And this sort of training, I think, is particularly useful for anyone that is going through a tough time, that needs a distraction within their lives, that needs something to just purely focus on the breath, the idea of just keep going. And I think a cold shower can really have that effect.